1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 8.
Hello, everybody. My name is Miss Tant, and I teach English 10 at Fallbrook High School. I'm here with Miss Charles, Miss Laganza, and Mr. Herring. This week in English, we are studying the California Learning Standard RI1. Let's look at what it says.
Cite strong and thorough textual evidence to support analysis of what the text says explicitly, as well as inferences drawn from the text.
We've seen all of these words before in previous videos, so hopefully by now you understand them better. We'd like to focus on the word cite, which means you are going to quote something directly.
For example, look at this clip from Bill Nye the Science Guy discussing the Van de Graaff generator.
Now suppose we want to make a big static electrical charge. Well, we could use something like this. This is called a Van de Graaff generator. It's named after Robert Van de Graaff. So here's what happens. Electrical charges are deposited on this rubber belt. The rubber belt turns and redeposits the electrical charges up here on this metal ball. Now, since this next part of the demonstration rocks, I'm going to put on my rocker wig of science.
What if I said to my friend, Miss Laganza, did you know the Van de Graaff generator was named after a city in Germany? Am I correct?
Well, I might say politely back to Miss Tant. Actually, according to Bill Nye the Science Guy, that generator was named after its inventor, Robert Van de Graaff.
What Mrs. Laganza did there was cite a source to prove that Mrs. Tant was incorrect.
We would also like to, as we always do, focus on the word inference, which means making a guess at what you think is probably true.
For instance, which one of these purchases most likely proves someone is rich? A fancy car, a ukulele, or a puppy?
All of the purchases are fun, but the fancy car is the most expensive, and therefore it is the best evidence to suggest that someone is rich.
We don't know for sure, which is why we call it an inference. It's a guess at what's probably true.
Okay, let's watch more Bill Nye the Science Guy and make some inferences.
Now, start the rubber belt turning. Electrical charges are being deposited on the metal ball. They're running through my arm and being deposited in me. And look, it's building up in my rocker wig of science. See, since these charges are all the same, they're not attracting. No, they're repelling. They're pushing apart. So they're pushing the hairs of my rocker wig apart. Now, if I could find a way to get these electrical charges off of me back into some other parts of the room, the hairs wouldn't repel each other. There wouldn't be a static electrical charge. No, the charge would jump. Let's try it. Watch what happens when I bring this ball near this ball. See the spark? The charges jumped.
Bill Nye makes an educated guess based on this experiment that objects that have the same electrical charge push away from each other. Which paragraph would you cite to prove that inference?
If you said paragraph 3, you are correct. Bill Nye uses the evidence of the hair pulling apart from each other to make the inference that it's the static energy, not the hair itself, that is causing that to happen.
Now let's say you had to make an inference and cite some evidence to this video to prove that you are probably correct.
Which object is a better conductor of electrical energy? A metal ball or a person? Which paragraph could you cite to best prove your answer is correct?
If you said that a metal ball is a better electrical conductor, guess what? You'd be correct.
And if you said paragraph 5 best proved your inference, you are also correct.
Paragraph 5 is the one that showed that the static electricity preferred to go to the ball instead of Bill Nye's hand.
Which is why his rocker wig started to come down. It no longer had the static electricity in it.
If you picked a different answer, you probably rushed through the reading.
For example, it's true that a person can conduct electricity.
And if you only read up to paragraph 2, you would actually have proof to show that people conduct electricity.
But it's only until you finish the whole reading that you see that when electricity is given a choice, it chooses the metal ball over the human hand.
Therefore, the secret to a good inference is to look at all the evidence.
Try not to rush your reading. Get ready next week to cite evidence to prove inferences. See you soon.